So we continue with exercise 7a. We were on sum number 19. Now we go on for sum number 20. We have to find the compound ratio of. So it is sum number 20, first sum. The ratio is given to you as 2:3, 9:14, and 14:27. So compound will be equal to 2 into 9 into 14, that is this into this into this, first numbers, upon 3 into 14 into 27. 14 cancels, this is 3, so that's going to be 2:9. Try the third one. Root of 2:1, 3:5, and third one is root 20:9. So that is equals to root 2 into 3 into root 20 upon 1 into root 5 into 9. Right? So you can see here that this is nothing but 3 into root 40 upon 9 into root 5. 3s are 8s are. It's going to be root 8 upon 3, which is 2 root 2 upon 3, because root 8 is nothing but 2 root 2. Why is it so? 8 is 2 into 2 into 2. ये दोनों का स्क्वायर बन गया तो 2 बाहर निकल जाएगा. That's 2 root 2 upon 3. That is the compound ratio. So compound ratio, 28th question was 2:9 on the first one, and the third one was given as 2 root 2 upon 3. So 2 root 2:3. We move on to the sum number 21. Let's take the second one, sum of each and every one. So it's 3 root 3 is to 2 root 5. So the duplicate will be equal to square of this. So this will be this square upon 2 root 5 the whole square. That's going to be 3 to 9. 9 into 3 is 27 upon 4. 4 5s are 20. So 27 upon 20 will be the answer. 22nd sum. Triplicate ratio of m upon 2 is to m upon 3. So triplicate will be equal to m upon 2 the whole cube upon m upon 3 the whole cube. That's m cube upon 8 upon m cube upon 27. M cube gets cancelled, so it will be 27 upon 8. So 27:8. So that was 21st and 22nd. 21st was 27 upon 20, and 22nd was, sorry, it is n. Sorry, my mistake. It is over here n. So then it will not cancel. So this will be n. So this will be m cube, n cube, m cube, n cube. So that will be given as answer as 27 m cube is to 8 n cube. That's the answer for sum number 22nd. Okay, 22nd is yes. The next one is sum number 23. You can see very easy sums when it comes to duplicate, subduplicate. So sum number 23rd, second part. X minus y raised to 4 is to x plus y raised to 6. So subduplicate is nothing but x minus y raised to 4 the whole cube or root, and x minus y the whole cube. So that will be x minus y the whole raised to 4 into 1 upon 2 and x plus y the whole raised to 6 into 1 upon 2. So x minus y the whole square upon x plus y the whole cube. So that's x minus y the whole square is to x plus y the whole cube. Sum number 24th, second. X cube is to 125 y cube sub triplicate is equals to cube root of x cube upon cube root of 125 y cube. That's nothing but x upon 5y. So x is to 5y. That's the answer. Let's check it out. The answers for 23rd and 24th. 23rd and 24th is x minus y the whole square plus x plus y the whole cube. 24th is x is to 5y. Move on to sum number 25. Sum number 25, reciprocal ratio. Yeah, this was forgotten, I suppose, in the initial time. Reciprocal is just the reciprocal of that. So x upon 3 is to y upon 7. So reciprocal will be equal to 3 upon x, okay, is to y upon 7 upon y. Okay, so we need to take the reciprocal like this, or do we need to solve further? Let's check it out. Yeah, we need to just cross multiply. So it is going to be 3y is equal to 7x. So 7x is to 3y. That's the answer. There is 7x. Sorry, 3y is to 7. Yeah, of course, I cannot change the 7x. No, 3y is to 7x. So that is the answer. I cannot change the, see, when in the ratio a is to b is not equal to b is to a. So that's why I cannot change the way I write it. So I cannot just say 7x is to y. So it will be 3y is to 7x. Okay, so that was up to 25. Now we move on to sum number 25 is done, right? So 26 is, okay, one complete sum. So 27 and 29 we'll just do that. 27 and then 29. Sum number 27. If m upon n is the duplicate ratio of m plus x n plus x, so it is given that m is to n is duplicate of m plus x is to n plus x. What does it mean? It is given that m plus x upon n plus x, the whole square, will be equal to m upon n, right? So we need to prove that x square is equal to mn. That is what we have to show that. So first thing is like this. So we have here m square plus 2mx plus x square upon n square plus 2nx plus x square is equal to m upon n. Let me see whether I am going correctly or not, because yeah, that should be correct, right? Okay, m and n is the duplicate ratio of this, so this is the duplicate of this, so this duplicate is this one. Okay, now we need to find out that x square is equal to something. So let's take out cross multiply over here. So it is m square n plus 2m nx plus nx square is equals to m n square plus 2m nx plus n x square. One sec. Yeah, m. So this will be m. Right. So you see that this and this gets cancelled. So we take x on one side and others on the other side. So nx square minus mx square is equals to mn square. So this is over here. So this comes here minus m square n. X square common becomes n minus m is equals to over here mn common, you get n minus m. So x square is equals to mn into n minus m upon n minus m. This cancels, so x square is equals to mn. This is what was asked, so hence proved. Got it? This was sum number 27. Okay. We move on to sum number 29. Okay, sum number 29. Find the ratio compounded of the reciprocal of this. Okay, we have got certain things over here जिसका ढूंढना है, उसके बाद compound करना है. तो it's 29. First thing is it is given that reciprocal of 15 is to 18. So 15 is to 28. Reciprocal is equals to 28 is to 15. Subduplicate ratio of 36 is to 49. 36 is to 49. Subduplicate is equals to 6 is to 7. And triplicate of 5 is to 4. 5 is to 4. Triplicate is equals to 125 is to 64. Right? Now you need to find the compound of this. So compound ratio is equals to 28 into 6 into 125 upon 15 into 7 into 64. Right? Cancellation, 5 3s are 5 25s are. Then what else? 3 1s are 3 2s are. Then 2s are 32s are. 7s are 4s are. 7 1s are 7 4s are. 4s are 8s are. So this is going to be 25 is to 8. That's the answer of sum number 29. You see 29 sum, it is 25 is to 8. Is it clear? So this was the exercise for ratio. So this is the ratio part, which as I told you earlier in the earlier video that there is a possibility that this may not be asked. So anyway, but we can do it because certain sums are important. We need to do it irrespective of whether we consider it as a board pattern or not. Okay. Right, now we move on to proportion. So we have here the next thing as proportion. So now we see something new, that is proportion. Now proportion is basically when we are seeing or comparing or having two different ratios. So suppose a ratio is A, we can write it in the form of ratio. So if A is to B is equals to C is to D, then I can say that A, B, C and D are in proportion. So when the ratio of A upon B, so if A upon B is equals to C upon D, then they are in proportion. They are in proportion. In this proportion, what you can see is that these numbers that are in between over here, they are called as the means. And this over here, this one and this one over here, they are called as the extremes. And when you cross multiply, what do you get? You get A into D is equals to A into D is equals to B into C. That's why we say that product of extremes is equal to product of means. So when are the two numbers in proportion? When the product of extremes is equal to product of means, then I say that the two ratios are in proportion. Okay, so first and most important thing is that product of extremes is equal to product of means. So in this case, when such a thing is that A upon B is equal to C upon D, then you have over here that A is the first term, B is the second term, okay, C is the third proportion, third, and D is the fourth. So many times they may ask you to find out the fourth proportion over here, or the, we have, sorry, not term, the proportion. So we have over here, they may ask you to find out that particular proportion, that it is fourth proportion or third proportion. So depending on that, you will be finding out the value of D or C or B or A. And accordingly, you are going to use this formula, A into D is equal to B into C. Right? That is the formula. In certain cases, it could be possible that A upon B is equal to B upon C is equal to C upon D, and so on. So you can see that this variable over here is repeating over here, this repeats over here, this repeats over here. Such a kind of proportion is called as continuous, it is called as continued proportion. It called a continued proportion. So in a continued proportion, you will be having A upon B is equal to B upon C. Accordingly, it will be A into C is equal to B square, because multiplication is like this. So here, this is very, very important. That means product of extremes is equal to mean square, or product of means. Yeah, will be the same thing, product of means, but which means is nothing but B square. So B square is equal to AC. Right? This is what is important in continued proportion. So in continued proportion, you will always have that B square is equal to A into C. In this case, you will find that A is the first proportion, B is the mean proportion, and C is the third proportion. Okay, so when you are asked to find out C, that means you are asked to find the third proportion. When you are asking to find the B, you are asked to find the mean proportion, when A is the first proportion. So accordingly, you have got these particular things over here in terms of A, B, C and D, or A, B and C. If it A, B, C and D and it is in this way, it is very normal proportion, where A into D will be equal to B into C. And in this case, it will be A into B, A into C is equal to B square. Okay. Now, there is one more thing which you need to know over here, and that is, in many of the cases, especially when you are going to find out, or when you are going to say, prove that or show that in this particular exercise, you are going to use something which is called as the K method. So what is the K method? If it is given to me, so K method is to be used for prove that when A upon B is equal to B upon C, or A upon B is equal to C upon D is given to you as proportion. If it is given that A upon B is equal to C upon D, then I am going to use K method. What is K method? I know here that A upon B is equal to C upon D. I'll take this is equal to K. Therefore, A upon B is equal to K. and C upon D is equals to K. Therefore, A is equals to BK and C is equals to DK. This is what the substitution you are going to do in the question what is given to you for proving. A, put all the values of A as BK, put all the values of C as DK and then solve. So that is A is equals to BK, C is equals to DK if it is normal proportion. If it is continued proportion, this first part. Second part, if it is continued proportion, A upon B is equals to B upon C is equals to K, then A upon B is equals to K and B upon C is equals to K. So A is equals to BK and B is equals to CK. Now because B is equal to CK, I'll put the value over here also. It will be CK into K. So A is equals to CK square, B is equals to CK and C will be equal to C. This is how you are substituting the values A, B and C in that particular sum. So in any sum, when you are asked to prove that, you are going to see whether it is normal proportion or continued proportion. In case of normal proportion, we take A is equal to BK, C is equal to DK. In case of continued proportion, we take A is equal to CK square, B is equal to CK. Got it? This way you are going to do the sums of proportion. Okay, let's start with the exercise now. Okay, we move on to exercise number 7B. 7B, first, you had find the fourth proportion of 1.5, 4.5 and 3.5. So it is this way, 1.5. So it is this way, 1.5 is to 4.5 is to 3.5 is to x. So 1.5, product of means, product of extremes is equals to product of means. Hence we get 1.5 into x is 3.5 into 4.5. X is equals to 3.5 into 4.5 upon 1.5. 1, 4 and 3 is a, that's going to be 10.5. Okay, so that's the value of x. So fourth proportion, is equals to 10.5. Move on to sum number second. First, find the third proportion 2. It is 2, 2 upon 3 and 4. You need to find the third proportion. So it is basically, this is nothing but 6, 2 plus 2, 8, 8 upon 3. 8 upon 3 is to 4 is to x. So 8 upon 3 into x is equals to 4 into 4. X is equals to 4 into 4 into 3 upon 8. 4 2s are 2s are, x is equals to 6. Okay, so third proportion is equals to 6. We move on to the next one, sum number 3. That's sum number 3 ka 1. Third ka first term. 6 plus 3 root 3 and 8 minus 4 root 3. You need to find out the mean proportion. So we know that b square is equals to ac. So b square is equals to 6 plus 3 root 3 into 8 minus 4 root 3. So that gives me 6 8 is 48 minus 24 root 3 plus 24 root 3 minus, this is 4 3 are 12. 12 into 3 is 36. This gets cancelled, is equals to 12. So b square is equals to 12. B is equals to root of 12 is nothing but 2 root 3. Okay, this was sum number 3 of first 7b. So this given to you here, right? 2 root 3. Sum number, we're done with sum number 3. Now we do sum number 5. 4 will be your homework. 4, 6 homework. 7th we'll do alternate again, and let's see. Right. Sum number 5. X square, 4 and 9 are in continued proportion. Find x. It is given that x square is to 4 is to 4 is to 9. Okay, because it's given that they are in continuous proportion. So we have over here 9. We can say b square is equals to ac. So 4 into 4 is equals to 9x square. 16 upon 9 is equals to x square. X is equals to plus or minus 4 upon 3. That's the answer. X will be equal to plus or minus 4 upon 3 will be the fifth answer. You need not take negative because proportion cannot be negative. Therefore, x is equals to 4 upon 3. We move on to sum number 7. Sum number 7. Okay, let's see one by one. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll stop over here for today. So we will start with sum number 7 from the next video next time. Right now we stop over here for this video.